Hi, my name's Alan Edwards, and I'm going to show you how to build a winch that I used as part of my model for my sailboat, my Lapper 36. Here's a picture of the real boat, and you can see this on the website for the boat, l-36.com. If you want to contact me, you can use the contact form there. So back to the model. What I'm going to show is how to build one of these winches, of which I have several on the boat. So the first thing I did was to go to the website for the winch and download a copy of a drawing of the winch, and then notice that the base was 143 millimeters and the height was 140 millimeters. Then I opened a new instance of SketchUp, got rid of the little man, I liked parallel projection and standard view front, and now I'm going to take and draw a rectangle, and I'm going to make it 143 mm, 140 mm. I just enter that on the keyboard, hit enter, go down, and next thing you do is you import, and I'm going to import it as a texture, the winch drawing. I'm going to set it right on my square, the same height as the square. I'll go back to my tool and texture position, and I'm just going to move it over so it just is exactly where I want it on the square, and then I hit enter. Now what I want to do is trace outline half of the winch to get a cross section of it. So I'm going to start here, go there, 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 and I'm going to do the circles, the arcs later. They hit escape to get out of the line, so leave the space for the arc. Sometimes you have to zoom in to get SketchUp to allow you to place a point where it wants, otherwise the inference engine tends to put it, line it up with rectangular. And there, almost done. Up and over, right to the center, down to the base, and over to my starting point. So now if I add the arcs with the arc tool, and it nicely pretty much lines them up the way you want them. I'm going to make this one a half circle, and now I have, you see, the cross section of the winch, the half cross section. Now at this point I don't need my background blocks. I'm going to get rid of it. What I do need is a circle at the base that'll serve as a path for extruding this. I don't need the center of the circle, so I get the path. I'm going to get the follow me tool, and boom, there's almost my winch. Now the winch needs a winch handle. It's going to go in the center. So I'm going to make a square here, and I make the square 0.5 inches, 0.5 inches. Now I want to rotate that, but I want to rotate about the center. So I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to use a plug-in. The plug-ins are great. There's set center point plug-in there, and then I'm going to do another one, plug-in, set center point. So now I have the opening for the winch handle and the position for it, but the winch handle has kind of a star shape. I'm going to form that by doing a rotation and a duplicate. So I hit Control, that makes it a duplicate. I go to 45 degrees, and there's basically my section. I take the eraser, erase the parts of it I don't want, get the Move tool and move it right to there, and then the next thing is I'm going to at the push me, and I'm going to push down an inch. So I'm going to go 1 inch, and then it goes down 1 inch. So that's almost done. Now I want to smooth it, so I'm going to highlight the whole thing and then do Control Shift to unhighlight the parts I don't want. And in this case, I don't want this area here. I'm going to go around and see if I got it all. I did. And I don't want to smooth, go to minus again, this star. So these are two different parts here and here. And the star needs to be, now I need to make sure I got everything highlighted I want, because it looks like I deleted highlighting on some. So that's checking it all around. I've got it all. Do right click, smooth surfaces, and you see if I go beyond 90 degrees, I get this nice detail here to go smooth like I want it. And then click there and back off. The last thing to do is I always take View, Edges, Display Edges. So for the final rendering, I don't display edges. So there's my winch. Hope you enjoyed this, and thank you very much for watching.